What's up guys, welcome to the video, and in today's video we're going to be talking about my top 5 things you'll need in order to start taking running seriously. You started running a mile here and there, but now it's turned into a real passion and you really want to start getting more serious. Maybe you have a goal of a 5K, 10K, half marathon, full marathon, whatever it may be, you want to take your running to the next level. So let's get into the video. Number 1 on my accessory list is invest in a good pair of running shoes. This seems pretty obvious, but you'll be surprised how many people don't really invest the money in a nice pair of running shoes. And it doesn't have to be a crazy amount of money, spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but I do recommend investing in a nice pair of shoes that are comfortable, that fit your size foot, your width of foot, and overall something that can last a long time. So for me, I have 2 main pairs of running shoes. My everyday trainer is gonna be the SyncID Endorphin Speeds. These are my favorite pairs of running shoes. I love these shoes. I wear these on long runs, fast runs. I ran my first marathon in this shoe, and so this kind of has like a special place in my heart. But overall, it fits my foot the best. My foot's a little bit wider, so the SyncIDs have a nice wide bottom, so it's super comfortable. Look at the soles. I put about maybe 250 miles on these shoes already, and the soles are barely worn. I mean, I wear this on pavement. I'm not running this on a treadmill. I only run on pavement, road running. So considering that's 250 miles and barely looks used on the bottom, definitely highly recommend the SyncID Endorphin Speeds. Another pair that I have that is pretty popular are the Nike Vaporfly Next Percents. These are a little bit more technical. They have a carbon base plate in the sole, so it kind of actually gives you a little springing forward action when you're stepping and running. For me personally, they're a very great shoe. However, they are a little narrow in the midsole, and the toe box isn't as big as the SyncIDs, which for me is a little more comfortable in the SyncIDs. So it's not that these aren't comfortable, they're just not as comfortable as my SyncIDs. And the reason why I keep saying is invest in a nice pair of running shoes is because when you're running 10, 12, 13 miles, when your foot is constantly hitting the ground, you really want a shoe that's going to protect your ankles, protect your foot, and if you invest in a nice pair of running shoes, you'll definitely not regret it. So, number 2, get a fitness tracking watch. I personally use the Garmin Forerunner 245, but there's a ton out there. You can use the Apple Watch, there's Fitbit, there's Whoop, there's a whole bunch out there. Doesn't matter which one you really use, it's your preference. I personally love my Garmin Forerunner. I used to have an Apple Watch and I switched over to Garmin. Nothing against Apple, I just think the Garmin's are just a little more geared towards running and fitness in general. So it's much easier to track all my running data. It's just more streamlined, whereas an Apple, it has more capabilities, but it's not as streamlined when it comes to running and fitness data. So that's my personal preference. I use the Garmin, but like I said, there's tons out there. Do your research and choose the one that works best for you. When you have a watch, you can track your heart rate, you can track your cadence, you can track your distance, your mile pace. All of this data is very crucial for when you're training for a marathon or a half marathon and you're trying to really improve and progress. Without any data, it's really hard to have a tangible goal, and it's just more motivating when you have some numbers in front of you to work on. And as you start to take running more seriously, having those analytics is really important. All that stuff, without a watch, it's really hard to do, almost impossible. And nowadays you can link all these watches up to all these fitness apps. So you can use Nike Running Club, you can use Strava, Garmin has its own fitness tracking thing. So it's just a great way to track your distance, track your improvements, track your progress, and apply that into your training. Number 3, invest in some recovery equipment. Recovery equipment could include foam rollers, massage guns just like this one, lacrosse balls, bands, whatever you need to use. Get some sort of equipment to help you recover. When you properly recover, it really affects how much and how efficiently you can run. When I first started running, I didn't really stretch, I didn't really use any recovery, I didn't really do any foam rolling. So I would run 5-6 mile runs, and the next day my legs were just shot. I couldn't run again for another couple of days. But as I keep progressing and I started taking things more seriously, and I realized I need to foam roll, I need to stretch, I need to use the massage gun, as I included those into my regimen, I can easily go on a run every single day, 5 to 6, 7 miles, no problem. And this recovery equipment is not just for after your runs. Use it before your runs to open up the hips, really roll out your feet, roll out your quads, foam roll, do all that good stuff. And post run, invest in some recovery equipment. Doesn't have to be super expensive, just get something to help you recover. The number 4 accessory you'll need is a handheld water bottle. So when I first started running long distance, I had no idea what I was doing, so I had no clue about hydrating properly and being optimized. So I would just go on these 2-hour runs and training for my marathon without hydrating myself in between the start and finish. And that was a big mistake because I would get some cramps, I would get some side aches, muscle fatigues. Little did I know, all it took was to hydrate myself more often throughout my run. And the best way to do that was taking a water with me. And I don't want to carry a huge clunky water bottle while I'm running. So this Nathan one is perfect. I got this one on Amazon. Basically, you just stick your hand through that top grip and it grips firmly on your hand. The bottle is formed to your fingertips like this. And you're just running easily, same fluid motion. You're not using extra strain to grab onto that water bottle. So really, it doesn't feel like it's even there, and you can easily access more water. This is about 12 ounces. You'll be surprised how much of a difference hydrating throughout your run once at least every 45 minutes to an hour will make in you optimizing your training in long distance and all those great runs that you're trying to do. So very important to hydrate yourself throughout your long runs, especially when you're training for a marathon. Number 5, last but not least, is invest in some good running clothes. When we first start running, I've done it. We just put on whatever we have in the house. We throw on that old raggedy middle school PE shirt that for some reason still fits, and some heavy basketball shorts that are down past our knees. And we find whatever shoes we have in the house and we just go running. And that's still great. However, when you start to feel good and you look good and you feel like you look good, you're gonna be more confident on your runs. You're gonna feel more motivated and more excited to go on your runs. We all know the saying, when you look good, you feel good. Especially when we go to the gym, that's what we talk about. When you look good, you feel like you can put up more weight, you have more confidence in the gym. Same thing goes with running. So when you have a nice pair of shorts that are nice and light and breathable, nice comfortable shirt, when you have a nice running hat, maybe some sunglasses if you live in a sunny area. Doesn't have to be super expensive or really pricey, but you know, if you want to look the part, that's going to just give you more confidence and just give you more excitement to go on those runs. Alright guys, so those are my top 5 accessories that you'll need if you're trying to take running more seriously. And like I said, these are accessories. These are not fundamental techniques on running form or mentality. We'll save that for another video. It's not gonna make you suddenly run a lot faster and farther and make you an Olympic marathon runner. It's not what this is about. However, it is gonna be those small little things that are gonna get you to where you wanna go. And I think just makes it fun along the way. You really start to embrace this runner's mentality. And it's just gonna help you embody the identity you wanna have as you wanna become a runner. And that's kind of what you really want in the beginning. You really wanna make sure you're optimizing your training. You're really setting yourself up for success. And I think for me personally, when you embody the look of a runner and you start to feel like a runner, it really gives you that extra boost of motivation and excitement and confidence that you need in the beginning. So that's why I think it's crucial to have these things, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope that was helpful, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.